Harry, this is a Lord Potato, and this is What If Naruto Was Chosen to Be a God of Destruction, Part 4. And I am trying to end every, older What If so I can actually, space up some storage, or not space up, free some storage. Okay, so it's been about, I don't know how many, 8 months, 9, 8, 10, I don't remember. But, of course, I'm going to recap on what happened last time. Naruto found someone who was from the Light Clan of the opposite side. So Naruto is not just a human, but he is from a race called Darkness. They advance a lot. They sent Naruto towards Earth, and of course he was born to be, well, kind of not born. Mostly, his father was Minato Namikaze, who was from the Darkness Clan, in space and all that. And Kushina was human, okay? So of course Naruto was born, yada yada yada. Naruto, he was chosen to be a god of destruction after he was kind of killed. Of course, after that, Naruto, he became a god of destruction, met his own angel, who is chosen to be for him in what's called his own universe, called Universe 15. Of course, Naruto has a other twin universe called Universe 16. Universe 16 contains of Luffy, Monkey D, Luffy, Bean, or no, not Luffy, Yuji. You want? I'm gonna change Zuko's whatever bullshit I did last time to Yuji Isadori. So Yuji Isadori is actually the one from the Light Tribe. Of course, the opposite side from the Darkness clan and space and all that. Of course, they advance, yeah. So Yuji is from the Light Tribe, and of course, Yuji was chosen to be another god of destruction by Naruto. Now, of course, they were both chosen. So of course, Yuji has his own, well, angel, and of course Naruto's angel is called Zayana, while Yuji's angel is called Sadana. Of course, Naruto and Yuji, what's it called, two universes, aren't chosen to be in the Tournament of Power because the fact that they don't have what's it called, well, their universe balance. So of course they cannot really kind of be in it. So yeah. So of course Naruto, he goes to Earth back again. I know people are gonna be mad saying why are you gonna change what's it called Itadori from to Yuji? Because I fucking can, and fuck off. My haircut name is no. I mean yes, it's true. Other than that, let me go back into the what. Of course Naruto, he is, well, what's it called? In what's it called, the world of the Earth. Of course he met kind of Koyoki. Of course, Koyoki was kind of being, well, not helped by the Leaf Village, because the Leaf Village was kind of destroyed by, well, Orochimaru and Jiraiya. Of course, this is where Hiruzen retired, and of course became, well, just an elderly, while Tsunade became the fit Hokage, the fit Hokage. Of course, this is where, well, Naruto just came to Earth, did fight against Tomare from the guy with the Tentagon, and Kaguya. Besides, Naruto did destroy the planet. Mostly the moon, because Kaguya was still in there. Of course, Kaguya tried to go into Earth, but Naruto just says Kai, not Kai, Hakai, meaning just destruction. Of course, or destroyer. Yeah, just an energy ki blast. And of course, destroys both Kaguya and Tomorrow was actually thrown to Earth. So I will mention about him later. So of course, Naruto was in spring. I think I mentioned he was in spring country or grass country. I don't remember which one, but I'm gonna say spring country. So of course, this is where, well, he's eating right now ramen, and of course Ayana is right now telling Naruto this is bad. Stop eating ramen, and yeah. Naruto says, but Naruto then says, I'm right now. No, Diana, I am not just eating ramen. I am test tasting it. So these mortals doesn't feel my wrath. This is where, well, Sayana just like roll her eyes and knows what Naruto's doing mostly. But yeah. Then again, she did contact Wisp about having the same issue with Beerus, but yeah. But she cannot contact Wisp right now because they are right now in the Tournament of Power. So of course, Diana is actually in angel years she would be like 300 years old, but in human years she's kind of 18 years old. Naruto, even though he just became a god of destruction, he is right now just 18 also. And yeah, that's where Naruto saying, this is so annoying. Well, not annoying because Naruto's just walking around. Now, Naruto can fly and all that. He can also, I should also mention, he's 18, and of course, he is 6 feet 5. So he's like, not 6 feet 5. He's 6'5", so he's tall as fuck. Of course, Ayana is only, what's it called? Well, she is tall, and she's actually 6'3". So, of course, she isn't tall as Naruto, but Naruto's just tall. Now, of course, Naruto's eyes are like this, so yeah. Of course, his hair is purple also. And his skin's a little bit kind of like, a little bit darker a little bit. So, of course, this is where, well, Sayana looks like this, so yeah. Of course, this is where, well, Sayana says, is it necessary for us to walk, my lord? Mr. Naruto says, no, not really. Then again, I just want to just look around. This world, it's been so long since the last time I saw it. Was it 16, 18? I don't fucking remember. I don't care. So, I should also mention, Naruto's, well, he's 18 in human years, but he's actually also 300 years old. Reason why? Because in his planet, because Naruto does have a planet of his own kind of God of Destruction planet, his planet actually goes time way faster. But he looks like an 18-year-old, but he's 300 also. So yeah, he's the same age as Sayana, because when he became a God of Destruction, he was partnered up with someone else. So yeah. Of course, this is where Naruto saying, it's a nice relaxing day to walk around. What's it called? Bandits and ninjas did try to attack Naruto and Sayana. Naruto obliterates them easily. But just flicking his finger and just blasting them all away. Now, of course, this is where, well, Naruto and Sayana got to the stone village because there's where they were going. Of course, Naruto was just looking for ramen. Seeing that there was no ramen, he was kind of angry. Of course, Sayana was eating some food. And yeah, of course, this is where a stone ninja says, hey, what's a cute little girl doing here? Because he's kind of drunk. And of course, Sayana kind of just clear him. This is where she says, I won't talk to a pig like you. This is where he says, what did you say? His, what's it called? Well, neck was ripped. Because Naruto was right now just trying to look for food. And of course, he was eating next to Sayana, so of course, he just ripped the stone head ninja. This is where all the stone ninjas just reacted and tried to attack Naruto. Naruto talked to Sayana, saying, Sayana, do you mind, well, going up in the air right now? Sayana says, nope, not at all, my lord. This is where she got her staff, tapped it once, and disappeared. And this is where Naruto says, all of you are making me mad. This is where Naruto's energy just blasts off of him. This purple but also kind of dark light appears. This is where Naruto says, oh, you bastard or die! Naruto just puts, well, two of his fingers to kind of look like he's flicking. And then he just flicks two of his fingers, well, yeah, just flicks the air and blasts multiple billions away. This is where Onoki was right now just wondering what the hell that was and told a bunch of stone ninjas and stone almost to go see it. Right now, Naruto's fighting against stone ninjas and stone, ambush, and of course Naruto just ripping through them, killing them, easily murdering them, using Hakai, well, a ball of energy, like 5 of them, and throws them all around, well, the village. This is where it's smashing into people, killing them, erasing them, murdering, destroying them, and yeah, it just keeps going around. This is where Naruto, he sees that Onoki tries to hit him with a, well, particle release because Naruto saw that. Naruto just grabs it with his hand. Fully just grabs it, just lets the particle release hit him. But Naruto's actually grabbing it. This is where Onoki widens his eyes. This is where Naruto, he just moves his hands a little bit tighter and crushes it in his hand. So, of course, this is where, well, Onoki was shocked. He says, how? That can't be impossible. Naruto appeared right in front of him. And Naruto says, you weakling dare attack a god? This is where Naruto flicked him right in the head, sending his ass across 5 countries. 5 just, what's it called? Not country. Yeah, 5 countries, smashing him all the way to Kumo, killing him. This is where the Kumo ninjas were confused why the, what's it called? Well, the stone Tsuchikage was right here. This is where even the Raikage gets their aid, kind of wondering, how is the Tsuchikage here? Now, of course, Tsuchikage is mostly, Not just what's it called, the Tsuchikage's body is kind of torn up, ripped, and broken, and all that. So of course the Raikage is confused. What even happened? Could it be that new group called the Akashi's doing this? No, he wouldn't have enough power to go against Anoki. Really? Then again, he was old, so he's confused. Of course, you can see the trail, and it goes far, far. Of course, Anoki's body did kind of smash into multiple other countries, but yeah. This is where Naruto says, pathetic. This is where Kurisuke did try to attack Naruto with a Earth Fist, and when it hit Naruto, Naruto says, pathetic like you are. This is where Naruto grabbed her from the stone fist, cracks it, breaking it all the way to her hand and breaking her bones. This is where Naruto says, bitch, get off of me. Slap the shit of her and smack her across with another like couple of trees, but not as far as Anoki. This is where Naruto says, pathetic. I will destroy this village. This is where Naruto sends a giant, massive attack. Now, this attack wasn't big enough to like destroy the whole planet. He just wanted to destroy what's it called? Well, the country, basically stone country or rock country. That's where he sent a small ball. This was a supernova. It did expanded, and when it hit stone country, it obliterated from the map entirely. That's where Naruto says, pathetic. Time for the next country. This is where the next country he's going is Wind Country. He goes into Wind Country with Zayana, and both Naruto and Zayana are right now just looking around. And of course, Zayana saying, ooh, food, food, food. Ah, it tastes so good. Of course, no Sandnet just went after them, so yeah. And of course, there weren't many drunk people, so yeah. Of course, Naruto did meet what's it called, Gaara, because Gaara says, who are you two people, when he kind of told his ninja to bring them in. Naruto, he says, none of your concern. Of course, is where, Gaara says, none of my concern, really. Why should I trust you? This is where Naruto hears something. Kai! Boom! This is where Zayana and Naruto looks towards him and sees that it's Deidara. Now, of course, yes, the Akashi did wait a little bit longer, like 6 years. Of course, this is where, Zayana and Naruto saw what's it called, the Akashi's attacking. Now, of course, this is where Deidara says, ha ha ha, artisan explode. Shit. Falls down and dies. Naruto sent a little bit of like an air flick ball, straight towards Deidara, and Deidara could not react fast enough. So, of course, that air attack did hit him right in the heart, killing him. Falls down. This is where Gaara was shocked to see this person very powerful, taking out an S-rank ninja like it's nothing. Naruto's yawning. Pathetic. This is where something else happens. Multiple puppets broke through the wall and tried to attack Naruto. This is where Sasori saw this and was shocked, decides to try to attack Naruto. That's where Naruto sees the puppets, and when the puppets get close to stab him, energy around Naruto appeared, and when they stab the energy, the blades just get destroyed, and the puppets just get destroyed. This is where destruction energy is flowing through the strings, going faster towards what they call Sasori. Sasori says, what? Damn it. He gets, he lets go of his strings, mostly, his chakra strings, and rushes towards, Naruto. This is where he jumps from, he jumps up, he's still in the puppet thing, and tries to send Senbons at Naruto. When the Senbons hits Naruto, they don't even do jack shit. There's poison on them, but Naruto's not affected. Naruto just takes him out and says, pathetic. You really are. Naruto appears right in front of Sasori, the still puppet, punches the puppet, breaking it into a million pieces and seeing Sasori's body, real body, just wide in his eyes, seeing Naruto. Is where Naruto says, pathetic you are, you pathetic creature. You're not even human, are you? Naruto does what's called put his hand into a karate chop mode. Well, on a karate chop, like a just karate chop, it just slices through what's it called? Sasori, killing him in an instant. Naruto says, pathetic. Don't you ever get on my level. This is where Sasori was just gone. This is where Gaara is shocked to see the destruction of this power. He's seeing that, well, Naruto's really powerful, and it seems that he's gonna be logical and not fuck with Naruto. Yeah, good thing the guard's a little bit smarter than Inoki. But yeah, this is where Naruto he stays in one country for a little bit, mostly the sand village, and of course Aina is eating all the delicious food she can find, and she's amazed. This is where Naruto says, "You really do like the food." This is where Sayana says, "I mean, it's better than just eating ramen." Naruto gets a check mark and says, "What the hell did he just say?" This is where Sayana says, "What? You don't really want me to say bad things about ramen?" Naruto chuckles and says, "Oh, of course not." This is where, well, Sayana says, "Well, I am." Nah. She like sticks her tongue. That's where Naruto says, "Adorable you are." Sayana goes, well, kind of a little bit purple on her face when she's kind of blushing. And of course she said, What are you talking about, you idiot?" Naruto laughs and they'll say, "Ha! I knew that would actually get you to shush." This is where she says, She gets angry at him. But yeah, of course, this is where Naruto says, "Whatever." Next country? Sayana says, "Of course, next country." So of course they get to the Myth Village. And of course, Yagare is taken down like about 6 years ago. So I mean, yeah. Of course, this is where Naruto and Sayana gets into, well, the Mist Country, mostly the Mist Village. And of course, this is where, well, they are right now just eating some food, and the village is not in the targetation of, well, Yagre, but mostly the owner of, well, Mei. This is where, well, Mei did get a report on these people kind of going into her country. So, of course, she decides to get some ninjas to get these people. Of course, this is where Naruto and, well, Sayana are right now in the, what's it called, office. And of course, Naruto is kind of getting bored of the speech that Mei is kind of giving. Naruto's asleep. Sayana is like keep not really looking at her, kind of just eating food because she's right now just kind of having that kind of face and kind of how should I say pleasure with the food, just like how Whis and Beerus has in Dragon Ball. Naruto and Sayana kind of has that thing, but mostly Sayana. Naruto doesn't mind like eating the food because he ate it before, so it's delicious to him, but it doesn't give him like the same pleasure as ramen. But of course, is where Naruto he says he's basically sleeping, just like how Beerus sometimes does. When a long ass speech is happening, he's sleeping. That's where, well, Hey sees and she's getting a tick mark. This is where Ao steps in and tries to attack Naruto. Well, kind of wake him up. This is where, when, what's it called? Ao tries to grab Naruto to make him wake up. This is where Naruto grabs his arm and squeezes it enough. With only 2 fingers. This is where Naruto says, "Touch me and your arm be ripped off from your entire body. And you be destroyed in an instant for touching a god of destruction." This is where Ao kind of lets go. And, well, not Ao, mostly Naruto lets go. And this is where Ao says, "You bastard, you dare try to attack me?" This is where Naruto says, "You people are annoying me. I was just having a good dream." What Naruto was dreaming is basically a ramen land place. A place full of just ramen and other food, but yeah. This is where, well, Sayana says, should we kind of just, what's it called, destroy this place, or what? Naruto says, "Since this guy's pissing me off and almost everyone here is, I guess so. Sayana, can you go up?" "Yes, sir." This is where she goes up, of course she'll eat, and she just loves the food. This is where Naruto says, "You're making me mad!" The whole freaking, what's it called? Just in the entire Kage building, explodes. Multiple beams of destruction start just flying away from Naruto. Mostly just key beams, just going straight around, everywhere around Naruto, smashing into a bunch of people. Smashing into 2 people that were unexpecting this. Mostly someone that was named what's called Kisame and Itachi. This is where they were trying to catch what's called the Three Toes, and, well, yeah. Of course, the Three Toes is swimming, and this is where Kisame and Itachi were about to catch what's called the Three Toes. After Itachi putting the Three Toes in the Genjutsu. This is where Itachi didn't felt this energy blast, smacking him in the face. Bah! This is where Itachi fell down the ground and just start coughing up blood. Because he was putting not Tsukiyomi, a Genjutsu on the, well, Three Toes. He didn't felt his ki blast. He also hit Kisame and even the Three Toes. Two ki blasts mostly hit what's it called, the Three Toes. This is where, well, no one can really stand up against a what's called God of Destruction Wrath Rage. So of course Naruto wasn't really trying to destroy the whole village. Mostly the people that piss him off. But there's some random blasts that did kind of just go around. So I mean, just randomly around. So of course it did hit AO. It did hit what's it called, Chojuro, and it did hit what's it called, May, smashing them into walls. And of course, those who didn't have strong endurance or durability to stand up against a God of Destruction blast got killed in an instant. So of course, this is where Naruto, he calms down, and of course he sees what's it called, Itachi and Kisame just over there confused. Of course, they got up. Naruto appeared right in front of them, sees the Three Tails, and says, "What the hell are you? A giant sea turtle?" This is where Kisame says, "Hey, were you the one to do that?" Naruto looks at, well, Kisame, and says, "What if I was?" This is where Kisame says, "Then show a little respect, you brat!" Tries to hit him with Samahara, and Naruto just grabs Samahara. This is where Naruto says, "What the hell is this?" This is where Kisame saw the Samahara struggling with Naruto, and Naruto says, "Little thing is moving around too much. Die!" Crushes Samahara, just smashing it, just crushing it fully. This is where Kisame widens his eyes and then says, water shark attack." This is where he shoots a giant water shark at Naruto, and Naruto just slaps it away. Itachi says, Tsukuyomi, and puts Naruto in the Tsukuyomi. Naruto's down the Tsukuyomi. And Naruto says, "Where am I?" This is where Itachi says, "You will now feel pain for 72. Naruto, with two fingers, just swiped the air, destroying it in an instant. Itachi had a backlash of the Tsukuyomi being broken. This is where Naruto appeared right in front of him and just plucked both of his eyes out and just destroys him in his hand. That's where Itachi was screaming, "Ah!" This is where Naruto just cuts his neck off. This is where Kisame widens his eyes and sees that this person is a real deal. Now, of course, the Three Tails decides to send a Biju bomb at Naruto. Naruto catches the shit. Just catches it mid-air. Crushes it in his hand. That's where Naruto sends his own supernova at the Three Tails, blasting him and obliterating him, making him go reform into chakra for the next 4 years. But yeah, Kisame widens his eyes and sees that they just might need to wait for another, a couple of years. This is where Kisame says, "But whatever, I gotta run." This is where Naruto appears right in front of him, punching him right in the stomach, sending his ass up in the air. And Naruto says, "Where do you think you're going, you pathetic weakling?" This is where Naruto puts two fingers up to Kisame's head and says, boom. Sent a giant, well, not even giant, a medium-sized ki blast straight through Kisame's head. So yeah, just killing him. This is where Naruto says, pathetic, I say. This is where Naruto goes to Sayana, kind of flying, or mostly floating up in the air. Sayana says, "At least he didn't kill the village. At least I can still get good food here." This is where Naruto says, "Of course. What's a God of Destruction without his angel being happy?" This is where Sayana says, "Shut up. Shut up, Naruto." This is where Naruto chuckles and just says, "Just kidding. Whatever, let's go to the next village." This is where Sayana's nodded and does go to the next village. Now, of course, this is where, Naruto, he is, just going straight towards Fire Country. Because, no, not Fire Country. Kumo. This is where Naruto gets to Kumo. And, of course, this is where Naruto just looks around Kumo. Of course, he sees the giant hole that he did, but he didn't mind that shit. Of course, this is where, Naruto is right now just eating in a what's called kind of restaurant, and of course Ayana's eating also, and she really loves the food and all that. And she's like, "This food is delicious." That's where Naruto just smiles and says, "Adorable." That's where Ayana says, "Shut up." My God. That's where Naruto just chuckles and says, "Besides, you do like the food, don't you?" Ayana says, "Of course, so delicious." Now I should mention one thing. Kurama is alive in this one. Well, he is, I think I did mention, he's kind of with Naruto still, and of course he does have God Ki with him. Of course, is where Naruto says, "So, do you think it's delicious?" So Ayana says, "Of course, so delicious." This is where Naruto says, I guess it's good also. This is Diana says, well, stop eating it all and just taste it. Just feel the, what's it called, the texture, the taste of it. Not just be eating it all in just one gulp. Naruto says, fine. This is where Naruto just tastes it actually for real. And Naruto just kind of also does become like Beerus a little. Delicious. But yeah, of course, Ayana's like, see, I told you. You just gotta taste it, not eat it all, you idiot. This is where Naruto says, whatever. This is where, well, they're kind of just talking, but yeah. This is where, well, some cloud ninjas appeared, and of course, they're all drunken. They're trying to get, well, females, but of course, this is where almost all of them ignores them. Of course, this is where one great Kumo ninja that was drunken decides to have the great idea to go towards Ayana and grab her arm. This is where trying to pull her. This is where Ayana is getting angry. That's where Naruto, he grabs this Kumo ninja, breaking his arm in an instant. This is where the elder realizes really fast and tries to attack Naruto with kunai. Naruto just grabs all the kunais mid-air, throws them back so fast, hitting them all in the head, killing them. Naruto says, pathetic. So where, well, Sayana says, I feel like you're going to go destroy the village. Not if the Kage doesn't bother me. Now, of course, Mei is right now shocked and see the destruction of her, well, village, and she is, like, angry at Naruto. But, of course, doesn't know this person's name much. Now, of course, is where Kuma Ninja starts rushing at Naruto because they heard of the commotion. Sayana says, they really do know about this. Naruto says, just get some food and just go up in the air or something. Sayana says, fine. Can I have this much food and all that? The bartender says, well, not the bartender, the restaurant leader kind of just like, yes, yes. Kind of giving her a bunch of food. But yeah, Sayana goes up and starts eating it. And yeah, as for Naruto, he goes down and fights the Kuma ninjas. Up, down, left, right, knocking them all fucking out. Dot, 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 dot. This is where, well, Naruto fights the Raikage, and the Raikage says, so, you must be the intruder that came to my village. I'll show you true power. Poof. He went into, well, the lightning cloak. This is where he rushes at Naruto with blinding speed and starts punching up and down. Da, 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 da. This is where Naruto, he's blocking them with one finger. Yeah, this is where the Raikage says, Lancelot! Or, what's it, Lancelot or Lance? I don't remember. But of course, tries to hit Naruto with an elbow to try to hit him in the head. Or the neck mostly. Hits Naruto, but Naruto wasn't affected. Naruto says, are you done? This is where the Raikage is shot. This is where Killer Bee also appeared and says, brother! This is where A says, let's do the Killer Bee. Killer Bee goes into the cloak of the Atos. Naruto says, okay. It seems that you two don't want to give up. Fine, I'll show you what true power is and what teamwork does. This is where Naruto says, Kurama. This is where Kurama nodded. This is where the Ox, basically the Atos, kind of heard that. Kurama? No. Atos, watch out. Naruto exploded with power, going into this KCM, but it's purple. This is where Naruto shows him the true power. Well, it's purple but black at the same time. Both the darkness and kind of destruction power are going with Kurama's power, just becoming him more into like a KCM. But Naruto also has tails in this KCM. Tails and ears on his head, but they're made out of chakra. Naruto shows the nine tails. That's where Naruto says, behold, the power of a god. Naruto fights against Killer Bee and A and one-shots him in just 2 seconds. Because Killer Bee and A tried to fight against Naruto, but Naruto just obliterates them easily, destroying actually like half of the village. That's where Naruto says, you pathetic weakling, sitting him stand against 2 fingers. Because Naruto did put 2 fingers, mostly his index finger and his middle finger together, and put his thumb kind of next to it. And of course, this is where Naruto sends both of the fingers towards what's it called, just flicks them both at Ao and Killer Bee, destroying them in an instant. This is where Naruto is pathetic. Naruto gets out of its tail cloak, but yeah. Of course, Naruto and Sayano are leaving, and this is where Hidan and Kaku saw them. Hidan wanted to cause what's it called mayhem, so decides to attack what's it called Naruto, saying, "For Lord Joshi!" His head flies off. This is where Kaku gets ready and says, "What the?" That's when Naruto says, "Huh? What's that? So something tried to attack me?" Sayano says, Actually, what's it called? she kind of like hits the staff for a little bit, and this is where someone appears before Kakuzu dare to attack. Hidan was kind of on the head and kind of screaming, saying, "What the hell?" So yeah, Naruto was confused about the person not being dead. Sayana kind of hits her staff, bringing up someone from underneath, or from another dimension, mostly. This is where this person has kind of white hair, horns. This is where he has different colored eyes, mostly red, crimson red, and red clothing. But of course, this is where his chest is kind of shown and all that exposed. His legs are kind of also exposed, mostly near his feet and what's it called, his kind of knee and all that. But yeah. So of course, this is where Naruto was just kind of just next to Sayana, and of course both Sayana and Naruto they go to the next village, and that is Fire Country. Now of course this is where Naruto is saying, interesting, great, I have to just be in this village. I wonder what happened. That's where he sees a couple of things being destroyed, but Naruto doesn't really care that much about it. But yeah. Now you're wondering why I'm outside? Well, if you can hear the background, it's just outside, and yeah. Now let me go back to what. Of course, Naruto is kind of now in Fire Country, and of course, Naruto says, "Great, what happened to this place anyway?" He sees some of the what's it called near Konoha. Some places are being regrowed and all that, and of course, it's just being destroyed. Well, I mean, it got destroyed during what's called a war or a kind of fight between, Sound, the Kazukage, and other things, and even Jiraiya, kind of just helping out Orochimaru fight against, the village. But yeah. Oh wait, no, wait, I wasn't there, not yet. But of course, Naruto. I should mention, what's it called? Not Naruto. Oops, I forgot about mentioning. What's it called? Who Sayana brought up? Oops, sorry. I was kind of distracted in my head, but yeah. Sayana brought up this person, and of course, this person that she brought up from some other dimension was named Jashin. This is where Naruto says, "Who the hell did you just bring up?" Sayana says, "Oh, this person is named Jashin. It's something that's called a cult or something." This is where Naruto says, "The hell's a cult?" This is where she says, "This dude." This is where Naruto nodded. This is where Akira says, "Jashin?" This is where Jashin was confused. He thought he was in his own dimension, right now torturing souls and all that. Of course, he kind of looks at Naruto and Sayana, and this is where he widens his eyes because he knows a little bit of the true god of destruction and all that. Hell and heaven knows about him also. This is where, Jashin bows down and says, "My lord, you must be the god, the new god of the destruction." This is where he's stuttering. This is where Naruto says, so you know about me." This is where he nods and he says, "Oh, you must be the angel named Sayana." This is where Sayana nodded also. This is where Jashin sees, Hidan right now bowing down towards the greatest person and the most person that can actually wipe out Jashin. Jashin, he is scared for his life, never expecting, Sayana, the angel, the angel who was actually next to, Naruto Uzumaki, the new god of destruction of this world. Well, they didn't really have a god of destruction previously, but now they do because of Grand Xenos. Naruto's now chosen to be the god of destruction. So of course, Jashin's right now terrified, wondering what did his man do. That's where Naruto says, if you're Jashin, then why did you bring him up here, Sayana? This is where Sayana says, "Oh, I brought him up here because you know that man that you just cut his head off was because of this person. And I don't know if you have control over your cult, do you?" Jashin says, no, I don't." This is where Sayana says, "Oh, okay." This is where Naruto says, so that person that cut his head off was part of your what's called cult? This is where, Jashin says, yes, it is." This is where Naruto says, then I'm gonna have to erase you. Jashin says, "Please, no, sir, I'm just kidding. Get rid of him. Please don't destroy me." This is where Hidan was winding his eye. Naruto says, how about this? I'll give you a second chance. This is where Jashin greatly appreciates it. But Naruto says, but the second chance will cost something. This is where Jashin says, anything, my lord. This is where Naruto says, I want you and your cult to go towards Konoha and help me destroy it. But yeah. This is where Joshin says, yes, yes, sir. This is where Joshin leaves, and of course, this is where Naruto kind of gets heat on his head, puts it back into his body, and this is where Naruto says, you also need this guy. And I just want him for a little bit more. This is where Hidan was right now sweating next to Joshin, because Joshin did tell him the power, the fact that Naruto has, the power to erase him, and I bet immortality would be able to help him. So of course, it's where, well, both Joshin and Hidan left, but, well, Kakuzu was there saying, but don't we need the 8-tail? This is where Hidan says, screw that, boy, I'm out. I'm going back to my cult. So, yeah, this is where, well, Kakuzu was like, you idiot, get back here. That's where Naruto says, oh, you're not part, cult with him, so I'll get rid of you. Naruto obliterates Kakuzu in an instant, just sending such a big blast, destroying a bunch of trees. But we go back into Naruto and Sayana going to Fire Country. Naruto says, this place really gives me, the feeling of I want to destroy this village entirely. This is where, well, Sayana says, you probably do have the anger and the most hatred for what's it called, this village, don't you? Naruto says, of course, this village gives me what's it called, anger problems, if that's what you want to call it. Sayana smiles and says, that's good to know. Well, I mean, you are the god of destruction, and you need to control your emotions sometimes. Naruto says, you're right. You're probably damn right about it. But, you don't know, I still have anger issues. So Sayana says, yeah, I know that. I'm not an idiot, okay? This is where Naruto says, So, let's go. So, of course, both Naruto and Sayana walks in. Of course, this is where, well, I did not mention if Sasuke was brought along with Orochimaru or not. I can't remember. So I'm going to say that, well, he's right now in, well, the Fire Village. So I'm like, not Fire Village, mostly the Leaf Village. So, of course, this is where, well, Naruto is just, what's it called? Just, well, not Naruto. Sasuke is right now with Team 7, semi-Team 7, because, well, Sai is on that team, and, well, what's it called? Sasuke's on that team. So, yeah, Sasuke was not trained by Tsunade, because Tsunade didn't have that same promise, just like how Naruto would kind of ask her to kind of train, well, Sasuke. And, of course, Sasuke didn't have that same training with Orochimaru, because he never did win with Orochimaru. But he did have training with, what's it called, in Anbu. So, of course, Sasuke is right now Anbu level, or Anbu captain level. Sakura, she is not even that close to being any level, but she's still somewhat beginning. And she's still kind of just, being next to what's it called, Sasuke. Even though Sasuke doesn't even like her. And this is where Sai, he's just on Team 7 because, yeah. Of course, this is where, well, what's it called, the Hokage is definitely Tsunade. And of course, this is where, well, also I should mention who is the captain of what's it called, Team 7. It is, well, not captain, mostly the Jonin Sensei. It is Kakashi Hatake. Now, Kakashi Hatake is saddened that Jiraiya is not selling any of his books in Konoha. No way. Jiraiya hates Konoha. So, of course, yeah. Jiraiya just stopped being a, what's it called, Kage, or not a Kage, a, well, ninja for Konoha. So, of course, he is just a wanderer. So, he didn't bump into Naruto or anything. But so, where Naruto, he is walking around Konoha. And, of course, Ayana is right now having pleasure with food and all that. This is where Naruto says, you know you should really stop eating that much. Sayana says, what? You bastard. Are you calling me fat? This is where Naruto says, if that's what you want to be called, sure. This is where Sayana punches him in the head. Or kind of hits him with her staff. This is where Naruto says, ow, what was that for? This is where Sayana says, don't call me that, you freaking bastard. This is where Naruto says, whatever. This is where Sayana and Naruto right now kind of arguing, bickering. But yeah. This is where, well, Naruto just says, whatever. This is where Naruto and Sayana just like keep walking around. And of course, this is where, well, the Joshin cult is right now going straight to, well, Konoha by the commander of Team Hida. Now, of course, this is where Shashin himself is, well, just telling them to go. Help their god of destruction level this place. But for that, I will leave it off for here for part 4. Part 5 will be coming up, but I have things to do and sorry about that. Gotta make this short. But yeah, I wanted to end it off in part 4, but part 5 will be the ending. Kinda. But other than that, bye bye. Potato, potato, and yeah.